Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judi in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy meal based on a vegetable bean blend, frozen vegetables. Now this one is called a Fiesta blend. It's a blend of broccoli, carrots, dark red kidney beans, white beans, garbanzo beans, Italian green beans, and red peppers. Yes, there's a lot of beans in here. You may not find this exact blend in your grocery store. No worries. All you need to do is pick out a vegetable blend that sounds good to you, and then if you have some cooked beans ready to go at home, you're good. If not, get a can of beans of whatever kind you like to eat, and then take them home, open them up, rinse them, and drain them, and then you can use them along with whatever vegetable blend that you like. Now the first thing that I like to do is thaw these vegetables out. I do not suggest you just thaw them for hours on end at room temperature. I just take them and add some warm water to them and allow them to sit for a few minutes. It does not take very long to warm them up, or to basically thaw them out. And then I'm going to pour them in the colander and allow them to drain. This is not a mandatory step, but I like to do this because if you use vegetables that have been thawed out, they're going to cook faster, one, and two, they're going to cook at an even rate. You won't find where you have some vegetables already cooked and some still frozen. They'll all cook at about the same pace, and so that prevents having some frozen lumps when other parts are completely cooked. So I just allow it to sit for just a few minutes and then we'll drain them off. Okay, my vegetables have all thawed out. See if I can get it there. Yep, they're all thawed out and drained. And I have my pan heating up, and it is just a little bit above a medium. I don't want it overly hot. I'm allowing this to get warm. And what I'm going to do is add about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil in there, and I'm going to lightly saute roughly about a fourth of a yellow onion. This is a fourth of a small onion. It's about a fourth of a cup of onions. Now if I had more vegetables in there, I would probably add a little more onion to this, but that's not a huge amount to me. It's a 1 pound bag, and that's not a huge amount. Sorry about the noise in the background. My refrigerator's running and it's right next to the camera. Okay. Alright, all I did was swirl that around. Now we're going to add this little bit of onion to it and allow this to saute for just a couple of minutes until they start to soften up a little bit, so that flavor comes out and will impart in the oil and into the vegetables. Alright, these onions have sauteed enough for me. Now I'm going to add in my vegetables. And I'm just going to add a little bit of pink sea salt to them. You just want to salt and pepper it to taste. And if you wanted more vegetables in this, you could always add more vegetables of your choice. It doesn't have to be another vegetable bean blend. You could add asparagus to this. You could add chopped up cabbage. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit just to keep it going. You could add corn. You could add more carrots if you wanted to. Cauliflower, kale. I've done this with chopped kale in there. If it's fresh vegetables that you're adding, you'll want to give them a head start and put them in first and allow them to cook for a couple of minutes before you add the frozen vegetables in there. If you're adding more frozen vegetables, you want to thaw them out just like you're thawing these, and then you can add them all at the same time. Now what we're going to do is add just a little bit of water to this, just a little bit at a time, because you really don't need to add a whole lot of water to this whole recipe. So I'm going to just allow it to heat up, and I'm going to stir it here and there and just allow it to cook, 5 to 7 minutes. It really doesn't take very long. And then we're going to do something special to enhance the flavor to it, and I'll show you what that is as soon as that is done. All right, I'm declaring this done. I did not add any water to it beyond the initial water that you saw me add in there, and it's dry now, so I don't want it to go anymore. Now, what I'm going to do is add, this is the juice of half of a fresh lemon, and I'd say it's 1 to 2 tablespoons of juice. And this is really going to kick the flavor up a notch. It really makes a nice difference. I'm going to toss that in there just a little bit. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some sesame seeds. And it just makes it look so nice, and it's delicious. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, how do you serve this? You can serve this on top of whatever starch you like. I have some rice here. I'm going to show you what this looks like on top of the rice. I mean, it's really pretty and it's delicious. So it's eye appealing and it tastes very good. Look at that. It's yummy. Now you could serve this on rice like I'm going to do. You could also serve it on any starch of your choice. You could serve it on buttered noodles. You could serve it on a bed of quinoa. You could serve it with some boiled potato cubes, parsley potatoes. You could even make it as a topping for a large baked potato, and it would be really good that way. But like this, it is absolutely delicious. The lemon just takes the flavor right over the edge. It just kind of brightens up the flavor. It makes it really good. And that's really a complete meal, just like it is. Let me encourage you to give this a try sometime when you can. I've got the recipe in the description box below. Let me know if you have some suggestions, some ways that you like it flavored up in a little different way than what I did, maybe with some herbs. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Have a great day.